Pele, her red hair hanging in sodden hanks, came stumbling blindly through the dense fog. Feeling her way and shivering, Kamapua plunged forward. Before her eyes even opened, took Pele's two hands in his. Give in to me, Lady of Fire. The world is more water than fire. My longing for you will always be greater than your loathing. Give in. Fire and earth and air and water should work together. Make something out of nothing, not reduce the world to dust and ashes. Let's join forces, you and I. I may look more pig than man, but you'll find I am more God than either.
Second labor of Hercules was still the Lernaean Hydra, from the murky waters of swamps near a place called Lerna. The Hydra would rise up and terrorize the countryside. A monstrous serpent with 9 heads, the Hydra attacked with poisonous venom, nor was this beast easy to prey, for one of the 9 heads was immortal and therefore indestructible.
What animal walks in 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs in the night, and is weakest when it has the most legs?
I tell you, God lives about the sky, way up high, out of earshot almost. We know about these things in Togo. Are you saying God never lived on earth among men? Not at all. Of course he did. The sky hung around here, not much higher than a man's head, and God used it for a hammock. But he moved away. Don't you know that? Don't you know why? I know you're not going to tell me.
First, Hercules lured the coily creature from the safety of its den by shooting flaming arrows at it. Once the Hydra emerged, Hercules seized it. The monster was not so easily overcome, though, for it wound one of its coils around Hercules' foot and made it impossible for the hero to escape.
A woman lived on the shores of the sea. Her name was Copper Woman, though she was made of flesh and bones and loneliness. One day she was so lonely that she wept, and then, to her shame, was seen weeping by a band of traveling women.
Copper Woman thought she would be happy forever, now that she had a friend. I love you, she said, kissing her hands to Sana. She smiled and turned towards her, and his eyes bright with affection. He opened his mouth, and she listened eagerly for him to say he loved her too.
He was not a pretty lad. Even his mother and father blanched at their first sight of him. It was the way his snout snuffled and his ears dropped, and the tusk that curled right back over his ears.
Copper Woman had given life to Sandman, and when he was fully grown, his muscles were ropes of sand, strong to help with the fishing tender to embrace her. Laughing with delight, she worked along her mates, chattering and singing, telling him all about herself, and their shoreline asking questions, but her never waiting for an answer, so glad was she of his company.
A man crawls on all fours when he's a baby, walks on 2 legs when he's grown, and leans on a stick in his old age, when he's frail